if I talk about pollution, so pollution is the thing that is dirty on our earth. Whatever is dirty thing on our earth, that is pollution, isn't it?
Yes.
And pollution is affecting our daily life. If we talk about the types of pollution, there are lots of types of pollutions like water pollution, air pollution, and soil pollution, noise pollution. If we talk about water pollution, so the pollution which spread through water, that is called water pollution. And water pollution is the main cause of water pollution are factories. You know, the wastage that is taken out from the factories, and drain systems are not good. Sometimes that is also the main reason. And if we talk about sewer problems, that is also the reason of water pollution. And if we talk about the noise pollution, so there are also many causes of noise pollution. And the main cause is the noise that comes through vehicles. No, and some factories are also reasonable for this. Whatever sound is made by factories, and that is also the main cause. And sometimes there are some spiritual reasons also. Sometimes there are, if we talk about sometimes in temples, gurdwara, mosques, and in other spiritual places also, means they don't follow the rules and regulation of the system. Means what should be the rate of the noise. Means whatever noise is coming, it should be reduced or in moderate form. It is not
Yes.
bad, but it should be in moderate form. No. And if
Yes.
we talk about soil pollution, so there nowadays people are using so many fertilizers and pesticides with their soils, means with their fields. So this is also affecting our soil, the quality of our soil, and it results that we are not getting good food, and that is very useful for us. And
Yes.
one more is there, that is air pollution. You know, if we talk about air pollution, that is also the main cause, mostly vehicles. You know, vehicles, electrical gadgets, we are just depending on electrical vehicles mostly. You know, and that are really affecting our life, because the smoke that comes out from these vehicles, they causes many fatal diseases like lung cancer, and cough, and sneezing, and asthma. So many problems are there. So many health issues are there due to these pollution. So if we talk about the pollution, but if we talk about, if there are so many causes which I have described, but the
Yes.
most or main cause, or you can say the root cause, is human only, because we are only one, and we can say that we are the foremost one who are spreading these pollution. So we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
the main root of these pollution. It is man
Yes.
made. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Good, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So, yeah, ma'am, it's a very impressive. As you mentioned, in detail so many pollution reasons, so it was really great. Yeah, ma'am, you are right. The first reasons only the man's because men made these kinds of
Yeah.
problems. Yeah, men are responsible for all of these things. Yeah, ma'am, in this time we are having lots of garbage around us, right? Like
Yes.
many pieces of cutting stuff, right? We are manufacturing in under factories. You can consider plastic materials, right?
Yes.
Iron, and so many things are there, which is produced by the man into the factories.
Yeah.
And so many people are burning plastics, during winter seasons. So this is also the biggest reasons, for having pollutions. When we are burning any kinds of plastic, yeah, even useless materials, okay, on the surface. So they releases, very toxic gases, and
Mm-hmm.
that would be in the atmosphere of oxygen, our
Yeah.
atmosphere. So that will be really affected by the also CO2, CO2, which is much essential for the human's life, right? So
Mm.
that's why. So what we should be do to removing these kinds of pollutions? The thing is that so we should be planting,
Yeah.
right?
We should do
We should,
plantation. Yeah.
yes, we should be planting around the societies in the environment besides our house as much number of trees we can grow up. So trees has a work for clean out the environment. Okay,
Mm.
and they should be removing gradually all the pollutions of the air, right? And as a we can appeal to the government also. They should be take some kinds of restrictions for the factories owner. They should be tell them like as much as they can reduce the throwing their garbage into the river, right? And they should be making whatever product in different way, right? There
Mm-hmm.
should be solutions of reducing the pollution while creating any kinds of new product, right? So many things can be the possibility, but the thing is that people think only then, right? We are only giving the like opinion of us. The thing is that how the any human takes any kinds of decision in life to doing these kinds of things, because in the universe all the people are affected through this, right? Not
Really.
only we are. Those people are running factories also. They are also affected through these problems, right?
Yes.
Their family member, their kids, right?
Mm.
And the upcoming generation also will be affected to this problem, right? And that is the
Yes.
biggest reason by having a different kinds of diseases, lungs
Really.
and
Really.
diseases, right? And COVID-19 also the reasons of this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, because the pollutions has generated different kinds of bacteria, which is
Mm.
contact to air. Biggest way of contacting the bacteria through the ears, right? We are
Yes.
breathing, so we are go through this way, right?
Mm.
So these
And one of
things,
them is bronchitis also. No, bronchitis is also the main reason of this pollution, air pollution.
yeah. So nowadays, by the changing of weather all the times and contacting with the different kinds of pollutions, they are absorbing into the atmospheres, right? So these have become the biggest reasons behind it for having the various kinds of disease into the
Mm.
human's life. They haven't survived longer, right? Nowadays,
Yeah.
in comparison to the previous time, right? Because in previous time the people had been working under the farm and they had been getting the a natural environment around us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The reasons they were having the good health physically, right? They were having pure pure quality of air,
Mm.
right? Many things are were very natural at that time, but nowadays we are having a different kinds of things, right?
Yes,
So
sir. Actually, that is the reason only that their average life was much, and not less. If
yeah,
we talk about the average human life, so that time it was plus 90. You can see, no, 90 or
yeah,
100 years. But now this rate is reducing,
yeah,
isn't it?
16 even
Yes.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that is the biggest reasons behind it, only the pollutions of humans. Because we are the responsible of making these kinds of things, right?
Hmm.
And we are doing unpredictable things into our life for having a different kinds of achievement very soon. That's why we got the responsible for all of these things, right? And yeah, there is only way of removing these kinds of things. We should be focused on only the trees. We should be planting and as much as we can, right, to cleaning the environment. And in a time we should be clean out 2 and 3 times our homes also, right? Because in our homes there are very little bit little kids are also
Yeah.
playing, right?
Hmm.
And all the members living to each other. So we are have a responsibility to caring of all of them. right?
Yes, sir, definitely. Actually, we are the humans, and we need to to cultivate this type of habits so that we can give good environment to our coming generation also, isn't it?
Yeah,
We
yes,
say
ma'am.
that a sound mind. If you want a sound mind, then you need sound body also. And sound body is always be possible when there will be no pollution.
Of course, ma'am. Yeah, and that's why, especially in the town area, you always seen so many people have been covered of their mouth through the
Yes.
marks because the biggest reasons behind it, because they are a little bit educated. That's why they know if I
Hmm.
would early my face around the street or on under the street, so we will get contact with these kinds of things, and they will be make me sick, right? That's why. So yeah, this is awareness, ma'am. We should be spreading through this way. So many of people will be knowing, right, through this way. So maybe they can be the alert for this, right?
Actually, people
Yes.
don't want to think that how pollution is impacting our life. If we talk about common diseases, if we just speak of the fever, then if previously it was not like that. Nobody has listened what is platelets. है ना?
Yeah, yeah.
Nowadays it is a fatal problem. We can say everybody who is having fever, if they just go for checkup, their platelets gets down. It is the result. But if we talk about before 5 or 7 years ago, there was hardly any issue. If there was any serious patient, it was of typhoid. No. But now it is getting this problem is getting worse to worse, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yeah.
every simple and what to say, every common disease nowadays is just turning into fatal. Like if we talk about the stomach infection, because
Yeah.
of pollution, water pollution, there is so much so much guts problem these days. Everyone is just suffering from diarrhea problem these days. If you would have
Hello.
also seen, so many cases are there. Hospitals are filled with the patient of diarrhea
Yes.
nowadays.
Yes.
And
Yes. You're right.
this is also the main cause of pollution only.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because nowadays the humans has been getting sick very repeatedly because of these reasons, right? We are living under the polluted environment, right? And
Yes,
we can't do clean all the time alone, right?
yes.
People should be taking the responsibility of doing these kinds of things, right?
Hmm.
For having safety of all the kids of our families, right? And upcoming the new generation also will be affected. There's a much more possibility according to me, right? So we have to think, right? We have to take some kinds
Hmm.
of a step into life, right? So yeah, man, you're right. And nowadays, I'm having really so many people are going to get fever all the times. Okay,
Hmm.
I don't know why it is happening. This has become the common problem for all the families' homes. Right?
Everyone's immunity has got down. You
Yeah.
know, they
So
are
yeah,
just facing the problem of immunity.
yeah. Immunity systems are very weak. In telling
Yes,
of all of that's why they are getting fever a lot, cough. This is a general problem. You can
yes,
say day to day life, all the people have been suffering. One day, even after 2 days. Yeah, this is common,
yes.
right?
Then
But this
those
is
who
not.
are fit and healthy person, they are also facing like cardio attack, and nobody can think about that he is such a strong person and he could face this problem.
Yeah, you're right, man. Yeah.
Cardio attack, this is normal nowadays.
Yeah, elbow pain, bellies,
Hmm.
back pain. So many things are there. Like humans, how they can live freedomly for the
Hmm.
only 10 days without
Yes,
having any kinds of in life, right? It is not possible nowadays, right?
really.
So, yes, ma'am. That's why we should be live each and every moment very happily, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, if we talk about small kids, they are also facing the same problems. Yeah.
Okay. Especially in the summer
Actually,
season, ma'am, you will get. pollutions, in the air because outside the home, so you will get a very heavy temperature, right? Which is
Hmm.
unbearable, you can consider, right? So all the people are just sitting into their homes, just uh, in front of the mirror, sorry, fan, right? And yeah, we should be just maintain distance from all the carways. We should
Yes.
be focus very carefully of all the pieces of the cutting piece of the like vegetables and whatever they are cooking in the homes. We should be just clean up very carefully and just put throw
Hmm.
them into the dustbins, right?
Yes,
And
we should not burn out the wastage thing
uh,
uselessly. Yeah.
because burning is the not good way, according to me, ma'am. Because if you burn any kinds of things, so it must release a very toxic gases, right?
Hmm.
And it is harmless of all the humans' life, right? It will
Hmm.
really harms. But the human doesn't think like that, right? They think I'm not just like removing these kinds of pathways, right? But
Yes.
oppositely, we having the different opposite result, right?
Hmm.
So we do very carefully of these things, right? Especially for our small kids, right? Younger kids of our families, right?
Hmm. 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 Really, sir. Even
Okay.
their health is also affecting. You know, they are facing so much problems. They are not regular in their studies due to these problems. Sometimes they
Mm.
are having some health issues, sometimes they are feeling fatigue, and sometimes they are feeling lethargic because of having these situations like pollution, and sometimes of junk food, and sometimes of plastic and food packets, uses of plastic and food packets, so that is also not useful for us,
Yes,
really.
ma'am. So many people have been preferring self-checking kurkure, but kurkure is manufactured in a very different way, according to me, ma'am. I think
Hmm.
we can get some type of, less possibility by having the plastics things
Yeah.
into the mixing all the kurkures. But
Yeah.
the people think like this is thinking like this is a fun time, we are having because this is a fun time. But we have to carefully choosing those kinds of things which is really beneficial for our
Yeah.
health, especially, right? And especially, ma'am,
As I
uh,
told you, yeah, as I told you, that the main reason is human being only for all these things. So if we talk about the solution of this is also with the main only, है ना? We can do. Only we have the solution. If our children, we are just not providing anything from outside, and we will give them proper healthy food and healthy environment, and good things, and good moral values, so they will also know what is good. Like they should teach them how to save the plants and how to plant the trees, and what so many things are there. If they will just love and respect plants, so they will be able to know what is our heritage, and this is our responsibility to save our heritage,
yes,
isn't it?
ma'am,
Yeah.
inherent. Yeah, ma'am, because being a human has a lot of responsibility just for
Mm,
protecting those of things which is a really much requirement in life, right? Because the
yes.
trees has maintaining the balance of universe, right?
Mm,
Balance of natures. If the trees doesn't existence around us, so we can't live for a while, right? So that's why we should be understanding the value of trees in our life. We are
yeah.
having the oxygens, right? Which is a much precious more than anything else, right?
Mm,
But instead of the humans knowing all the facts, but they are cutting down all the days trees and constructing the buildings. I don't know
mm,
why they are doing these kinds of things. They have lost their mind, I think, right? This is not
really.
good behavior anyone's, right? For a while, they just want to live their life like a luxurious persons,
Mm.
but going to be a work longer, according to me, right, ma'am?
Yes,
Because
actually, all are running after luxury.
yeah,
Mm. Nobody just want to get contentment in their life.
yes, you're right, ma'am. And everything they always think about their own benefit, not to other.
Mm.
And
Really.
due to that, reasons the upcoming generation will be facing, suffering through many kinds of problems in life, right?
Yes,
Their family also can be the reasons of their upcoming generation of belonging to their own family, but they do not even think about, right? We are the we are educated now, so we should be think like then we will get the a little bit changing in future, right? In
really.
new generation, but no one thinks like that. This is the biggest problem of all the peoples. That's why they
Yeah,
are having a kinds of disaster things into the life. Okay, and the balance will be massive, right, of the natures because of these reasons, because we are not following the right path, which is a
yeah.
requirement in life, right? Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.